Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Audrey, and in this video, I'll be reacting to Avatar: The Last Airbender episode 5. So Aang, Katara, and Sokka are leaving Omashu. Bumi now has hope for winning the war now that him and Aang had that fight against each other. So I actually like this portrayal of Bumi as being angry and a king who has given up on hope. That's basically what 100 years of fighting a war does. He obviously had some resentment towards Aang. It's not like he knew what happened with Aang. No one even knew what happened. I mean, Aang didn't even know himself. But I also appreciated that they still kept a lot of his corny jokes into the episode, like the lettuce leaf one that was in the cartoon as well. So I know a lot of fans of the original kind of expected Bumi to have that same personality as he did in the cartoon. But if the show is going more into the darker and more realistic side of the story, it makes sense for Bumi to have that change of character. It's not gonna translate well into the live action if they took his personality from the cartoon and put it into this more mature theme of what this live action is. So we also have a secret tunnel incorporated into this season instead of season 2, which will help season 2 because then they don't have to include as many things into that season. So the secret tunnel this time, it involved Katara and Sokka, but not in the same way as the original. Even in the original, it was Aang and Katara in the secret tunnel with Sokka. He's with like the hippies. But I feel like at that time their love was more of a one-sided thing. Aang definitely had feelings for Katara. Katara wasn't exactly sure at that moment yet. So in the live action, they wanted to highlight the family, the sibling love between Katara and Sokka. And I feel like it was important for their characters to push through their differences and their anger towards each other to come to an understanding that they have to work together to help Aang. And then we also got my favorite part of the series so far is the flashback of Lu Ten's funeral. I love how they had the instrumental rendition of Leaves from the Vine into this episode. And then the moment of silence with Iroh, and it focuses on his single tear going down his face. That got to me. So what I also loved about that scene was when Zuko started off giving his condolences to Iroh, and it sounded like just a typical type of thing that you tell people at their funerals, like sorry for your loss kind of thing. But then as he's walking away, he stops and then he goes back and he gives a more heartfelt, more memorable message to Iroh. And it had a lot more meaning to it rather than what everyone else, including Ozai, said to Iroh. Like, he's probably heard the same things over and over from everyone. But hearing Zuko talk so highly of Lu Ten made Iroh appreciate Zuko a lot more. And then when Zuko sat next to him in silence, like, he doesn't even have to say a word. And I feel like that moment meant so much more than what those people are telling Iroh. I really love the moments that we have with Iroh and Zuko, and it's showing how much of a strong bond that they have together. So this episode is called Spirited Away, and obviously we're gonna go into the spirit world. I know that Heibai and Ko are going to be in this series, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be in this episode. It's gonna be interesting to see how they show the spirit world into the live action, and I'm really interested to see what they're gonna show and what storyline they're gonna have in this episode. So even though I know the storyline of the original, there's so many new things that they're putting into this live action that makes it feel new to me, and it gets me excited to watch it because I'm wondering, like, what are they gonna do this time? So with all that said, let's get on with the episode. Oh, okay. What's happening? Oh man, I love how they're showing a lot more things that Katara has been doing, because a lot of the things we don't really see her do until like the last part of the season when she's up against Paku. Appa always to the rescue.
It's something I saw the Earthbenders do. Thought I'd try a waterbender version.
Your bending has gotten really sharp. I mean, you've been inventing new moves.
So what I really need is to get the Northern Water Tribe.
I like that they are showing that she's learning and practicing her water bending. Okay, this is when they're gonna see that the forest, the burnt forest, and then that village. I do wish we see more appa, but I mean, it probably costs a lot to have appa on screen all the time, which makes me kind of worried because they might not do appa's lost days in the live action, which I guess I'm fine with because I don't want to cry over appa's lost days again.
Why would they do this?
Why did they do it?
I was just about to say that.
This is all my fault. It's the Avatar's job to protect the natural world.
This is when he finds the acorn. Is it an acorn? Oh my gosh, Momo is so cute.
Gran says life is a cycle. And out of death comes new life.
Hey. No, it's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Oh, she's so cute.
My name's Sokka. Rhymes with Akka and Waka Waka.
My name is Sokka. Rhymes
Well,
with.
maybe we can come up with one for her. Hip and Paddle Obstacopolis. The third.
I'm glad they added that part in too.
A few days ago, we sent out an expedition to search for food. They never came back.
That's Heibai being angry for his forest getting burned down.
My son, Xiang, he was with them, beyond this world.
The spirit world.
But he was probably mistaken.
So someone saw ice in a place where no ice should exist? Most people would call that unusual, wouldn't they?
I'm just laughing because
Unless they were an idiot.
sassy Zuko.
I'll send some men to investigate.
No.
Oh man, he's
I'll have to
pissed.
do it myself.
I'll be pissed too if
As
someone
always.
called me an idiot.
Working with no support in a forgotten little corner.
I feel
of the
bad
world,
for
and yet
Zuko
found
and
the
his
appa.
crew.
Water the most promising seeds. You taught me that.
You may be right. Zhao didn't discover the Avatar, Zuko did. He's the one who displayed resilience and dedication.
Oh man.
That's what I expect from a future heir.
Ozai is so manipulative. He knows that's gonna get under her
The world we live in
skin.
isn't the only world there is.
Spirit world.
He pushes
Usually
Azula
the two
to work
remain
harder.
separate, but there are places where the barrier between them is thin.
And where's that?
I'll know it when I find it.
You almost said something specific.
This seems pretty spiritual.
Shrine to the spirit of the forest. This is the place.
Time to meditate.
So, what do we do?
We watch over Aang. We need to
Oh yeah, Sokka wasn't there.
And how will we know if
Kyoshi.
this works?
Island.
I'm not sure.
I'm getting hungry.
Do you mind? I'm trying to concentrate here.
That's like in the series finale with Katara and Yue, when Yue's asking a bunch of questions. Oh no.
Katara?
They're also in the spirit world.
How is that possible?
Must be the energies in the place and thinness up the barrier in my power.
He's like, hey, don't look at me, I don't know anything.
Well, get us back! Get us back now!
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, this is interesting that all three of them are in the spirit world. In the original, Sokka was the only one who got in the spirit world. He got captured.
tread lightly.
Oh, is this when he meets June? I think.
But you remember hearing me.
Sort.
Zuko is so his patience is getting thin.
Perhaps this will help.
I love how awkward he is.
Did you see the waterbenders?
No. But I heard the Avatar might be traveling with some water.
Oh my god.
What did you say?
The Avatar. He's with some waterbenders.
But the Avatar. That's what those pirates said.
Oh, the
No, it wasn't
pirates.
the pirates. It was that canyon guy. He said.
Oh, the canyon in the Great Divide. Right? The canyon guy. I love all the details they added in just a short amount of time.
I'm gonna lose everything. Help me! She's crazy.
Oh, okay, this is June. June and Nyla. I forgot the actual name of that thing though. She is the perfect June. Oh, why is Nyla so cute though?
Don't die, you idiot. I only get half if you die.
Zuko's face.
What are you looking at?
A low-life bounty hunter?
Low life. Big talk for a little boy. I'll let it pass because your dad's kind of cute.
They're probably looking for something familiar. Assuming they realize they don't belong in here.
None of you belong in here.
Who said that?
That is one big birdie.
Birdie.
Well, who's that?
I am
Wan
no birdie.
Wan Shi Tong?
I am the spirit of knowledge itself.
Aang, who are you talking to?
Oh, they can't see
What do you
him.
mean?
They do not hear what you
Or they
hear.
can't hear him, yeah. Oh, okay, they could see, oh yeah, duh, they can see him because Sokka and Katara are looking
Their
at him.
small minds are incapable of comprehending my speech.
I like how all they can hear is the
You are the
hooting.
Avatar. There are creatures in here that will do far more than devour your body.
Okay, I am starting to
They'll eat
remember
your
the spirit
soul.
world in
Aang, what's
Legend
it
of
say?
Korra,
He says he's not gonna hurt
and
us.
how does it go again?
There is one who lives in a stone hut not far beyond the woods. He may know what's become of your friends.
Wait.
Like, there's like the good parts of the spirit world and then like the
What do you
scary
mean about
parts of the spirit
What
world.
could happen to them?
Like it depends like how your
There are
energy
things in
is
here
intuned
that
or
will
something.
reveal truths to humans.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was blue.
You're perfect.
He's not gonna lose.
I got distracted watching a game of Pai Show. The street players in these parts are quite good.
I'm sure they are. Now, let's go. Uncle, is there any chance you could finish this story on the boat?
And Zuko, there is much you can learn from these Pai Show players. They are untrained, but that only means their minds are open to new ideas. If she fails, she doesn't get paid and she doesn't eat. It is a mark of a great leader. But the rules are different out here. Commander Zhao knows this.
I like that they're alluding to him like being a great leader because of the way he sees things.
So, tell me about this Avatar.
So she ain't looking for his girlfriend this time.
But how bad could the truth be? Right?
Right.
Uh-oh, now they're worried.
Truth.
Oh yeah, do hey bye. How did I forget?
Aang, please tell me that's some spirit language only you can understand and it's saying, "Welcome, friends. Would you like some cake?"
That's not what it's saying.
We're on the path. We're on the path. We're on the path. We're on the path. We're on the path.
Get off the path!
Oh man. Okay, get back on the path. Oh, he can't bend.
I can't bend. I can't bend.
I can't either.
I didn't mean me.
Oh, they can't run together. What was a laser beam? Oh, I just noticed
Pain.
there's a fox.
So much pain.
This fox was
I'm a little
definitely
discombobulated.
not in the original.
You're funny.
And you're a talking fox.
Do you always make jokes when you don't want to talk about something?
Ooh.
What? That's not what I do.
You should go. I hope you can recombobulate.
What was that? She flashed something.
Spirit world.
The fog can be...
Oh, the fog. This is definitely from Korra.
Sokka? Aang? Aang?
No, it's definitely not Aang. Oh my god. This is giving me like the swamp episode vibes where they all separated and they started seeing
all over for you.
different hallucinations. But it's also tying in with the Legend of Korra episode or what was it? Yeah, when Korra goes into the spirit world and she's stuck in the fog. Oh, she's gonna try to waterbend. Nope.
Someday, you are going to show the world just how powerful you are.
Yep.
You will protect all of us.
Oh yeah, they have to hide Katara because she's the last waterbender in the village because they're trying to exterminate all of the waterbenders. Oh, but then she can't really waterbend yet because she was like a little girl. Like, don't go in there.
Katara, we have to get inside now.
No, I'm not going in there.
It's me. I'm the waterbender.
That's what happens in the original. Oh my god.
So much fear.
That's why she's so traumatized about waterbending. Oh. That scared me.
It smells like appa after a rainstorm.
Hey, don't make fun of Appa.
Dad?
Aw.
I grant this mark of the wise to Sokka, to my son.
That's all that matters, right, Hakoda?
Yes, that's right. And selecting the right.
There was a bit of hesitation there.
Being a wise leader. It's why we do the trials with help from our friends.
If this is how you pass a test, I'd hate to see what you do to a boat and you fail.
We're lucky
Oh.
to be alive.
It was a tricky run. Even I only saw the breakers at the last second.
You don't have to make excuses for him.
That's why he doesn't think he
I hoped-
deserved that mark.
He really had to prove himself that he'd do better.
Oh, that's sad. Is someone gonna come up again?
Give in to your despair.
No, no, no. Oh god. Okay, well, I expected that to happen this time. I felt Sokka's story hurt me a little more because we already know what happened, that Katara witnessed that already. That she witnessed her mom getting burnt alive in front of her. But we never saw that part of Sokka, that he felt like he... Oh, so pretty. But yeah, Sokka felt
It isn't real.
he failed. He saw himself as a failure when it came down to it. He was supposed to step up. So that's why he always puts that brave front.
What have we here? Someone who can resist? Perhaps you've come to return what you stole from me.
All I want is to
Ew.
find my friends.
Ew. That's interesting. They didn't have to tell Aang not to show any emotion. Oh.
Gyatso?
You finally made it!
Finally made it.
I know it's hard to believe, but it's really me.
It's a
There are
Gyatso
lots of illusions
spirit.
here, but you've emerged from the fog.
Hmm.
Hey!
Hmm.
Your turn.
Oh.
Can't believe it's really you. How is this possible? How are you
How did I not learn my lesson?
Ah,
I didn't bring tissues again.
after you left the Southern Air Temple, the Firebenders attacked. I chose a different path.
You chose not to move on to the next stage of enlightenment? Why?
Because I knew you would need me.
I do need you.
So he decided to stay in the spirit
I'm
world.
supposed to be the Avatar, and everyone is counting on me.
Kind of like how in Korra, Iroh, he's decided to stay in the spirit world.
Now you're here.
That is the fog of lost
Oh, that's what it's
souls.
called.
A place that imprisons people in their darkest memory. Ko will hold them there until he's ready to feed. When that happens, their souls will be lost forever.
That's gross.
I have to save them.
Ko is a primal spirit, except Roku's temple is in the Fire Nation. It'll be a dangerous journey.
I don't have a choice.
You couldn't have done anything if you'd stayed with us. You couldn't have prevented the war. It's not your fault.
He can tell, or he can feel Aang having that burden of not being able to protect his people.
There's only one way to keep it straight. It's by remembering what really matters.
Oh, okay. So this is why in the trailer he goes to the Crescent Island by himself.
I hope you can help me, Avatar Roku. Sorry, buddy. You can't come this time. You too, Mama.
It's too dangerous.
It's too dangerous.
Appa's little ears.
Sometimes it feels like we'll always be alone. And the only thing keeping us company is our own pain.
Oh, we see more blue fire from her?
We tell ourselves we are the problem.
Oh, those are the archers. They have the thing on their face. The Yuyan archers, I mean.
That's why we must let go of our pain and regret and the darkest of nights.
Alright, so that was episode 5 of Avatar, The Last Airbender, and it was pretty interesting the way that they showed us the spirit world. They got a lot of elements from Legend of Korra. So Korra goes into the spirit world and she goes through the fog of lost souls. She goes through that. We see a couple of familiar faces in the fog of lost souls in Korra. We see her going through the spirit world where it's like really dark and scary, and then she goes to meet Iroh, who is like guiding her, just like how Gyatso is guiding Aang in this live action. They decided to stay in the spirit world. They're like their guides. So Iroh guided Korra, and then Gyatso is guiding Aang, which makes sense for him to do that. And I really like how they have that closure. So Gyatso knows that Aang is still alive and he's okay. He can sense that Aang is very troubled and conflicted. He has a lot of remorse for what happened. Aang blames himself for what happened to the airbenders because he left to clear his head. He feels responsible that the air nomads were wiped out by the Fire Nation. And so that's why Gyatso told Aang to let go of that, and he wouldn't have been able to do anything. Now Aang has to go to meet Roku. So Roku's shrine is in Crescent Island. That is in Fire Nation territory. So here we see Aang going by himself. And so this is probably going to take the place of that episode where Aang is trying to find those frogs to give Sokka and Katara because they're sick, and then Aang gets caught by Zhao. The blue spirit saves him. So I'm pretty sure the next episode is called Masks. I'm pretty sure this is going to be when Aang probably gets captured by Zhao and his army. Yeah, Zuko is going to save Aang. Basically, he's the blue spirit. So it's going to be interesting to see how they tie all of this together. I like that we're getting episode 5 and 6 kind of like a continuous story, which is what they were aiming for in the first place. They're making this live action a serialized drama. In the original season 1, is more episodic. Every episode, well, for most of the episodes, it's like one storyline each. People may call that fillers, but fillers is not necessarily a bad thing. I think fillers can be a good thing because it draws out more of character development, which is what is kind of lacking in the live action that I can see, because they only have 8 episodes. They have to condense a lot of things happening in season 1 into 8 episodes, and that involves character development, major plot points, and taking all of those things, all 20 episodes, I think it's 20 episodes in the original, and putting it into 8 episodes, at the same time making it all flow together into like one storyline, also like including new storylines and new scenes as well. It's pretty hard to do and to make it cohesive, but I think they're doing the best that they can do. Yeah, like I said, season 1 was very episodic, so compared to season 2 and season 3, it flows more storyline wise. So when they make a season 2 and 3, the pacing I think is going to be a lot better because they're not jumping from one place to another, and they don't have to like grab random characters all into like omashu or something. So we also saw June, and she's helping Zuko track down Aang. I kind of like how we got a lot of these spirit world characters. Like we had Ko, Heibai, what was the other one? I think that's Wan Shi-tong, the librarian, which is interesting because Wan Shi-tong doesn't appear until season 2 in the library episode. So it makes me wonder what they're going to do with the library, because I think Wan Shi-tong is stuck in the library. So are we still going to get the library episode next season? I don't know. And a new thing that they had was that fox that Sokka came across. And I don't think that's in the original or in Legend of Korra. It was a female, and it was like a 9-tailed fox or something. I didn't count how many tails, but as it was leaving, it had like a symbol on it. Like it looked like the air, was it an air nomad symbol or a water tribe symbol? I'm not sure. Yeah, so before it left, it flashed like that symbol. So maybe we'll see it in the next episode when he comes back to save Katara and Sokka. Yeah, this episode was really interesting for me. I feel like as someone who hasn't seen the original, it might be kind of confusing. There's a lot going on because the spirit world is mentioned and then they go into the spirit world. So I feel like for some people, they're gonna be like, oh, this is totally different. Right now, Katara and Sokka, they're in the fog of lost souls. So it's basically they're stuck in limbo in a way where they're reliving their worst memory, like what was said in this episode. And obviously Katara's worst memory is when she lost her mom, which was already alluded in other episodes too. So that one didn't come off as a surprise for me. What did surprise me was Sokka's memory. He got his Mark of the Wise, which was also in the original, but it was done differently, obviously. And Sokka overhearing the truth of what his dad felt and how he felt like Sokka's not ready. The other guys in the village were kind of mocking Sokka about how badly it went. That's why Sokka always feels like he has to step up to be that warrior and to make his dad proud. That also parallels with Azula and Ozai. Azula's trying so hard to win Ozai's approval. She's in the war room with him, helping, giving her input. She wants to hear that she's doing a good job. But then Ozai tells Azula it wasn't Zhao who found the avatar, it was Zuko, knowing that praising Zuko will make Azula angry. And then we see Azula practicing and practicing. We even got a glimpse of the blue flames that Azula has. So I like that we're getting the storyline of how she is able to acquire those blue flames. So yeah, I like those two parallels of Sokka and his dad, and then we see Azula and her dad, and how they're both trying to live up to the expectations of their dads. So it's kind of sad in a way too to hear about that. But obviously Ozai and Hakoda are two separate parental figures. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you want to see more of my reactions, please subscribe to my channel. And if you want, like this video and comment down below what you thought about this episode. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.